HOA. Karen laughed when my farm burned, and now half her neighborhood is empty because of what followed. The fire started on a windy afternoon when I was out working in the barn. A spark from a transformer landed in the dry weeds near my fence line. Within minutes, flames rolled across my pasture and swallowed my old storage shed. I grabbed a hose, called 911, and tried to save what I could. When the firefighters arrived, they cut a fire break and stopped it from hitting my house. I was shaken, dirty, and watching smoke rise from the blackened ground. And that's when she showed up. The HOA president, the woman everyone called Karen, stood at the edge of her perfect lawn. She crossed her arms, smirked, and said, "I should have kept my trash property maintained." She said the fire department wouldn't have needed to respond if I lived like everyone else. Neighbors stared in shock, but she waved them off and joked about farm people starting bonfires. I said nothing. I just walked the property, took photos, and documented every inch of the damage. The fire marshal finished his report and confirmed the cause was electrical equipment failure. No fault of mine. But Karen wasn't done. She filed a complaint saying my unsafe property threatened the community. She demanded I pay fines for fire hazard conditions, even though her own report proved the truth. She stood in a meeting and laughed about how my farm lifestyle didn't belong in a modern HOA. I had been living here longer than the HOA even existed, so I hired a lawyer and we got to work. We pulled the fire marshal's report, the transformer maintenance logs, and photos of her property line, because while she accused me of neglect, her side of the fence was filled with dead brush, weeds, and debris, and that's where things turned. The county inspector came out for a full safety evaluation. They found multiple fire code violations on HOA-owned greenbelts and common areas. Dry grass, broken sprinklers, zero defensible space. The same wind that pushed flames across my field would have turned her neighborhood into ash. The inspector issued a mandatory mitigation order, and the HOA had 30 days to clear everything. But she refused to spend HOA funds. She said the county was bullying her, and homeowners shouldn't pay for imaginary risks. So the county issued fines, big ones. The HOA still ignored it. Then the county filed notice to place a lien on the HOA's common property. Homeowners got notified in writing, and panic exploded. People realized the harsh farm fire she mocked could have destroyed their homes. They learned she ignored safety rules for years. Half the neighborhood immediately listed their houses for sale. Investors backed out. Buyers vanished. Home values dropped so hard, people walked away from their mortgages. The HOA bank account went dry under fines and legal fees. They couldn't maintain the roads, landscaping, or utilities. One homeowner called it a ghost subdivision. Karen tried to blame me again, but this time nobody believed her. At the next meeting, the HOA voted to remove her as president. The county forced full cleanup and fire safety compliance. My land is growing green again. The young couple who stayed helped me restore the pasture and rebuild my shed. Karen's perfect little kingdom turned into empty streets and for sale signs, all because she laughed at someone else's disaster and ignored the law. If you love HOA justice stories, like the video and subscribe.